Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, the end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And that's all that's coming is evil. And you have so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans playing games, mocking, scoffing, being demons, not paying attention to the warnings, not knowing that death, hell, judgment, destruction is at the door. Because the time that we're entering into is a time like never before, saith the Lord. It's the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Where all hell is going to break loose on the tribes. That sense of freedom that our people thought they had all this time is going to go out the door. That sense of going and coming as they please and, doing things, that make them happy and just living life, that's all about to be a thing of the past. Now, here you got some of these jakes out here that feel this, that can see the writing on the wall. And these jakes that you're going to see in this video, they kind of have a sense of things shifting, things changing. They're not, getting to the bottom of it, because the bottom of it, which is really the top of it, is the scriptures. Because the Lord warned of these times by ways of his men that he put on the streets, on the highways and hedges to warn you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. But he knew that 2/3 would not listen. It tells you that in the book of Baruch chapter 2. When the Lord said, for he knew that they would not hear. Right? Let's see if we can get it real quick. This is Baruch. All right. Let's get it. Baruch chapter 2. Shalakia. Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. Right? So we're in the time where us remembering ourselves. We're in the time of us knowing that we're the Israelites. That all this black, African American, Afro American, colored, all that shit was a lie. So we're coming into the truth now, knowing that we are the chosen people of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, not Jesus, not Yoshua, not Yah, not Yeshua. All those are false names. The right names are Yahweh and Yahushua, right? So you got Jake sitting here and just, meditating on what he's seeing and what's going on, and how he feels the outcome is going to be. And he's right to some extent, right? But Joel, I'm gonna let you hear it for yourself. But the scriptures is plain, man. The scriptures tells you that an evil is coming. You think this is evil, you ain't seen none yet, man. So let's play this. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah willing, elect be other fire. Shalom.
Family, let's be real. Black and brown people in this country are fed the fuck up. Every day under this Trump administration, we're watching the law get violated in broad daylight while we're just trying to live, raise our kids, or build something for ourselves. We did not ask for this fight, but this regime keeps putting a target on our backs. And it's not just Trump. He stacked the Supreme Court with a bunch of loyalists. The military is following his orders, and people like Pete Hegseth are just giving commands that aren't even lawful. That's not democracy. That's tyranny. And the whole world sees it because folks are scared. They're packing up. They're leaving America in numbers that we've just never seen before. And if you look at what's happening in our neighborhoods, troops are patrolling the streets like it's a war zone. And when the only thing that we're guilty of is existing while black and brown. So let's be clear, Trump's greed and his obsession with attacking us isn't just dangerous for us, it's dangerous for the whole country. So because if you keep pushing people into a corner, eventually they're going to push back. And when people lose faith in the justice system, when we believe that the courts won't protect us, every state in America, we're slipping into chaos. And that's not a warning, that's a fucking guarantee. Trump can control the soldiers, but he cannot control the spirit of the people. And if the people rise, no army in the world is going to be able to stop them. So this administration needs to understand, you cannot keep sowing division, fear, and hate without consequence. What starts as an attack on black and brown people will end up tearing at the very foundation of this country. And if America falls into an abyss...
And America was never for you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. You can't, build something for yourself here because this was built right by you. If you would have had something, you would. If something was for you, you would have been had it, man. Because you built the whole goddamn country, man. So that alone shows you that this place was never for you. It's never gonna be for you. It only hates you, and it only wants to see you, put in the spirit world, in jail, strung out on drugs, being a goddamn homo, right? This is what this country wants for you. That's your American dream. But he's right. He's right, man. Jake is on point. But he's still not coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, because what he's saying is pretty much, let's take up arms and take our freedom back. That's not going to happen, man. Yahweh Shem Shah is going to take this devil down. He's going to use his people to do it. It tells you that. But you're not going to do it alone. You're going to do it on the time of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Right?
It won't just swallow us, it's going to swallow everybody. So I'm telling you, stay aware, stay strong, and stay united, because history shows us one thing. Every empire that forgets its people eventually collapses.
It's getting harder and harder to pretend like everything is okay. Your family is just doing their thing, and in your mind, you're just like, the world is going to hell in a handbasket, and everybody is still moving as if nothing is going on. All they do is...
Because the Lord put a spirit of deep sleep on a lot of our people. Right? It tells you in 2nd Ezra chapter 16 that the Lord will send scourges for amendment. He will send, whippings to amend our people to and get them to turn back to him. But what did the Lord say also? He said they will not be mindful of the scourges, right? And they won't turn from their wickedness. They're going to keep going on with their life. So this is why you have 2/3 of our people that are going to perish on this earth, man. This word is about to flourish like you've never seen before because, people have a sense of awareness right now, but they're not including the scriptures in it because they don't know the scriptures. But soon, this word, and it's already going throughout the four corners of the earth. You can't get away from the Israelites, man. The Israelites are everywhere. But soon, all the scoffing, all of the Bible ain't it, all that's going to go out the window, and everybody's going to realize that the Bible is the answer. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, in those names, are the answer. That's when you're going to see the shift, the real shift in power.
Gossip on the couch and complain about it. And then they wake right back up and go to work, go to the grocery store, plan events, plan vacations, as if we're not all about to be in a concentration camp or back in the fields.
And that's not going to happen. Everybody's not going to be in the concentration camp. Everybody's not going to be in the field. We're in the field now. Well, we're in the field now. We're in the slave field now. It's just in a different form. Right? It's just in a different form. But the Lord is going to allow some of our people to get, put to death. A lot of our people going to get put to death. Some of, brothers in this truth going to be martyrs. But when it's all said and done, the nation of Israel is going to reign on the earth. See, the majority of these people, they still want a sense of unity because that's how they feel like everything is going to come to an end if we unify. But it's never going to happen, man. The Lord didn't set it up like that. And you can see, if you're paying attention, how much these other nations, they hate you, man. You can see it. You can feel it. Our people are the only ones that want to get with everybody and unite with everybody. Everybody else says, to hell with you Negroes. To hell with you niggas. To hell with you Spics. To hell with you Latinos. We don't like you. Come over here, cook our food, serve us, clean our houses, work in our companies, and take your ass back to your little shack and pay an arm and a leg for rent. Right? That's how we feel about you.
I'm not getting it. What is it going to take for us to wake up and actually do something about what's happening?
Where are the people who are getting serious about exit plans for escaping this country? The writings are very clear on the wall after this most recent deployment of the National Guard to 19 different states that it's just time. I fully respect those who wish to fight and wish to, try to course correct. But if I'm being honest and realistic about what I'm seeing, it just feels like so much of America is just complicit due to comfort. And I do think in the long run, revolution is inevitable. But in the short term, I feel like a lot of people are going to allow what's happening to continue to happen. And we're not going to be able to mobilize enough resistance before they get violent. So it's for that reason, as someone who's queer and Black and has a bunch of other intersections where I would be targeted inevitably, I just feel it's in my best interest to go. So I'm just curious to know how many other people are kind of...
And where you going to go? Because the Lord said he's going to bring judgment throughout the four corners of the earth. Right? You're not going to be able to escape. There's nowhere you can go that you're going to escape the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. There's nowhere you can go. Wherever you think you can go, wherever you think you're safe, you're not safe. Right? The only one's going to be safe is the elect of the nation of Israel. The rest of you 2/3 niggas, you going to get the judgment of the heathens.
Preparing themselves for the same thing. And where are you planning on going? Are there communities for this thing? I'm sure there is. Actually, just go on Facebook, but I don't know. Maybe we can like form some kind of community in the comments.
I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you that I'm having a hard time right now. Yeah. I'm having a hard time right now. I'm sitting back and I'm looking at all of the chaos that is happening, and it is tearing me apart. I'm gonna keep it real solid, and it really bothers me even more that, you know, I work for an agency. Yes, it's a government agency, and people just sitting there acting like life goes on as usual. Well, for me, it ain't going on as usual. But then again, when I look at the majority of the people that's sitting up there looking like life is going on as usual, I guess for them it is. What I'm seeing right now is an abomination and an assault, directly and indirectly, on the black population. Yes, it's happening to other people, and I've spoken about that. Now I'm talking about ours. We are being reduced back down to second-class citizenship, to the point that they are even removing our power to vote.
You always been a second-class citizen. You always been considered 3/5 of a human being, right? You was never included in America. It was only an illusion to make you believe that you were included, right? This devil has, right, crafty counsel. This devil is real slick and real clever with his witchcraft, man, to make you think that you're a part of the circle when you're not. Right? The Lord said what? Let's get Matthew, because this is what's coming. You can't escape it. This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. It says, "Think not that I come to give peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword, destruction and death." That's what's coming on the earth. It's not going to be any peace, right? Until the Israelites are in the land. The real Israelites are in the land, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Until Esau, Edom is taken out of power, that's when there's going to be peace. Until the Lord reigns on the earth, that's when there's going to be peace. Until the righteous kingdom is set up, the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, until that happens, there's not going to be peace. Only thing coming is death and destruction and a sword, you know? And the Lord going to break up everything, man. Division is at an all-time high. It's division within the family house. It's division within the nations. It's division within this kingdom. Esau, Edom is divided, right? Every nation is getting divided. The Israelites are divided. Because what? The Lord is separating. Right? The Lord is shifting the elect to the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. And all the other nations, they on their own. The Lord is not dealing with the other nations. Right? Verse 35, Matthew 10 and 35, it said, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes," meaning a man's enemies, "shall be they of his own household, of his nation, and his house." His actual house. Right? The Lord ain't playing, man. Your life is about to get real uncomfortable, man.
They are doing this by way of gerrymandering. And then I sit back, and my uneasiness and my uncomfortability and my frustration, and yes, my anger and my festivity. Yes, festivity is also coming in the fact that I'm seeing commercials of the NAACP asking me for my $19 a month. But yet and still, I don't see you getting out there doing nothing. And it's a direct attack and indirect attack on us. Right now, they are attacking folks.
See, the NAACP, it was set up. That's set up, man. That's another, snare and witchcraft and trickery that Esau Edom them put out, man, to make you think just because it has a black name and it says black, our people go with it. Right? We're not black people. We're Israelites. We were a people made to be holy, meaning separate from everybody else. And we are separate, but it's on the left-hand side, man. Because our people are wicked as hell, but yet everybody still wants to be like us. But our people, they look at every avenue that can maybe bring our people liberation. That's never going to happen. But when it comes to the Bible, that's just a book. I can't follow that. Well, you're going to realize the way that you shunned away and that you didn't want to listen and take heed, that's going to be the way that you needed to take heed to get you out of your condition and to save you from your enemies, man. Right? Because this Bible has all the answers. It has all the answers. But you don't ask questions. Right? This is 2nd Esdras 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So many great miseries are coming to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and all the nations. Everybody that dwell on the earth is about to be in great misery, man. Because of the pride, man. Our people are proud. The other nations are hella proud. The other nations are hella proud against the Israelites. The Israelites are hella proud against each other. So the Lord gonna bring your pride down, man. And rightfully so.
That are in leadership positions. And that's why I tell people all the time, go and look at The Birth of a Nation, 1915 by D.W. Griffith. Many people want to reference The Handmaid's Tale. Now, that's fine. But we're going to have to go back a little bit further as far as this is concerned. This information is concerned. Go look at The Birth of a Nation. You'll understand why people are going to be demoted and or lose their jobs. Yeah. Because they are in a decision-making position. We are being reduced right back to second-class citizenship. And I don't see the Urban League stepping up either. I don't see those Negroes doing jack. And don't tell me you don't have the money. Why you paying celebrities to go on the television and come ask us for our $19 a month? Let me say this. I was also the environmental justice for the NAACP for 3 years. And I'm going to tell you something. All the reports that I did, the people still don't have the information. It was just a look good thing, evidently. So I'm seeing all of our history being torn down as if we didn't exist, as if it were not for us, there would be, hell, there wouldn't even be no White House. There would not even be a White House, let alone a nation. Yeah, I'm pissed off. So, in my festivity, in the highest of my festivity, and though I am feeling like I'm stretched thin, and while I'm feeling like nobody cares, while I'm feeling all of these different emotions, because there's a whole array of emotions that I'm feeling, I got to remember that God is faithful. And when I'm in my distress, that's when I'm the strongest. That's when he takes over. That's when he brings me comfort. Right now, I got tears in my eyes because I'm thinking of him. And sometimes this world gets hard, baby. And it's going to get harder. But the deal is, we're going to have to understand where our true strength comes from, because now is the time. It's always been the time. But it's even more the time right now. So,
And it's time that you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans turn to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, your power. Because our people, they have this trend, and they've had this history of when they catch hell, they call on the Most High. But when everything is good, they don't pay him no mind. It's like the Lord's supposed to show up when you need him. But when he's calling for you, and when he's trying to get you to listen to him, you turn the other, you turn your ears away. You cover your ears. You don't want to hear it. So the Lord is going to show you just how much, he cares about you. You do what the Lord tell you to do, he'll show up for you in that time. You don't do what the Lord told you to do. This is why this truth is so beautiful, man. Like those of us that are in this truth and in the know and in the spirit, we are truly blessed in these last days, man. We are truly blessed because here it is. You see our people in a deep state, gross darkness, don't have a clue as to what's going on. But you have a clue. The Lord opens up your spirit to understand his ways, to understand what's happening, what's going to happen. And you trust in it wholeheartedly and have faith in it. You're blessed. You're absolutely blessed, man. So my advice to you, those of us that are in this truth, is to continue. Pray that the Lord take not the Holy Spirit from you. Pray that you stay faithful to the very end. Call on his name daily, multiple times daily. Thank him daily. Because, man, it's going to get bad out here. Real bad out here, man. And ain't nobody saving you except Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Not your guns, your money, your job. Because that's all people, everywhere you turn, people just talking about money, money. I'm broke, I need money, I need money. Money ain't going to save you. Money's about to be a thing of the past as well. So the Lord going to make it hard for you to deny him soon. And if you still deny him, you're going to die. You're going to die.
when you feel your weakest, when you feel like you are at your wit's end, when you feel like you just have nothing left to give, I need for you to change your whole mindset and focus your mind and your heart, your spirit and your soul on God. That one, so right there, that's where you go. That's where you go. Because the enemy is busy and he's sitting in that White House right now. Okay? God said he will then send us a comforter. He said the battle is not ours, it is his. He also said vengeance is his. He's going to take care of it. But we also have to.
And you find comfort through the scriptures. Salakia, you find comfort through the scriptures. And who gives you that comfort? The teacher. That's how I got the comfort. I didn't understand the scriptures. I always had a Bible around me. I used to pick the Bible up and think I could understand it. I could just read it just like a regular book. I had no idea what I was reading until a teacher, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, broke it down to me. And now I'm able to understand it. And it gives me comfort that whatever's going to happen, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, he got me, man. Regardless of how it ends out, regardless of what my lot is, the Lord got it, man. You got to put your trust wholeheartedly into Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You know? Well, there's going to be a lot of our people that think they got that. They're going to find out that they, the Lord going to say, hey, I don't know you. What you did for me? Did you listen to my men when they were out there teaching, or did you scoff? Did you mock? Right? Because the Lord said in Second Chronicles, they mocked the messengers of the Most High. The messengers are the men on the streets that you curse out, you lie on, you spit on, you call haters, racists, chaos, demons, whatever. Those are the messengers. You can call on God all you want, but what God? There are many gods. You got to call on the name. And the name is Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah? Not God. This is Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 26. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. Who's the he? The messenger, right? The men on the highways and hedges. What they see us teaching. I've been told many times that what I'm speaking of is not going to happen now. I'm going to be dead when that happens. Right? I've heard that many times. It says, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off. And that's what our people say. Oh, what you saying now, man? I'm going to be dead and gone when that happens. But look at Jake on the screen. They don't think it's too far away. They believe it's real close. That's how a lot of people are going to be. A lot of our people are going to be real soon, man. They're going to realize who were the prophets, who were the servants, right? So it says, therefore, say unto them, for all those that say, oh, the time that he speak of is afar off, I'm not going to see it, I'm going to be dead and gone, America, I'm going to move away, I'm going to be out of here. The Lord said, what? Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore. So the Lord is not going to prolong his words. It says, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord. So now is the time that the words that the Lord has spoken is going to come to pass. Right? That's the time we live in. That's the time we live in, man. And you heard her. Right? Well, let's play a little bit more. I'm gonna get this one at the end. Let's finish this off.
Be strong. I'm not hungry. I got a roof over my head, right? I got a job, right? Which takes care of my basic necessities. Huh? Yeah. So I can't relish in the distress. I have to look forward. And tell myself and tell you, God got this. And he loves us. He loves us. Yeah, I know he loved me, baby. I know he loves me. He tells me so. So my only job is to trust him.
And that's the thing with our people. Everything is the Lord loves me. The Lord loves me. I know the Lord loves me. The Lord hates too. The Lord hates the sinner. The Lord hates sin. So if you're a sinner and you commit sin, the Lord hates you. He doesn't love you. And he's about to show you what side you are on of his. Because the Lord is a balance. The Lord kills and he makes alive. And the Lord's about to do a lot of killing in these last days, man. So you can run through the town and say, the Lord loves me. I know he loves me. He tells me all the time. If you're a sinner and you're not doing his will, as a woman, especially, because a lot of these women, they believe that whatever they've done in their life, that they keep doing, eating abominable foods, right? Being a demon toward her husband, if they have one, or being a demon toward men, period, being a feminist. If you think the Lord still loves you, you out your damn mind, man, because you're a damn, you just a demon. The Lord don't like demons, man. Right? What did the Lord say? All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. That's what's going to happen.
So I'm going to trust him. Okay? Just for today, baby. Just for today. Yeah.
And she said she's going to trust the Lord just for today. But, man, this is my last one. 2 Ezra chapter 14 and verse 15. It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker with age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So evil is coming. And you're not going to escape, Jake. Eve, you're not going to escape. The doors of repentance are still open. You can still listen to the prophets and the servants and repent. But 2/3 of y'all are not going to do that. You're just going to believe what you want in your own head and think that the Lord is just made for you. And whenever you need him, he just pops up and saves you. And then you still being fucking wicked. It's not going to happen, man. Right? Jacob's trouble is only going to intensify. And you're about to see that firsthand. Call Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. To the next lesson. Shalom.